My name is Lorenzo Kirby, and you're here with me. I'm usually here with Cooking with the Kirbys or Kirby's News or different investment opportunities. But today, I haven't done it in a while. I usually do mental illness, different things to help people with mental illness, to focus with mental illness, to cope with mental illness. Today, I'm going to be talking about deep depression. Now, you don't have to have mental illness to be depressed. Some people get depressed from bills. Some people get depressed from situations, bad relationships, past bad relationships, where they still have to deal with the person involved. So, and not just adults, but children as well, and teenagers, because they've dealt with different things in their past, their childhood coming up, and that can be something big, So, okay, the thing is, always talk to your kids because there's always something going through their mind, in their thoughts, day after day after day. So don't think because your kids are smiling, they walk through the door every day. Once they get behind that door in their room, there's thoughts, there's depression, there's anxiety. So it's always good to talk to your child. When you come to ask them, how was your day? Give them a hug. A hug goes a long way. A hug can brighten their day. A word can brighten their day. They could have a horrible day dealing with a bully, dealing with a situation, dealing with a teacher. Teachers, I'm going to tell you something. Teachers are good, but then you have the bad group that don't want to be there. The pay is lousy. So what do? They have this one student they pick on constantly instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to help educate this student. I'm going to take him or her under my wing, and I'm going to make sure they get all the knowledge that I can give. But teachers don't do that. Teachers aren't like the old teachers, The old teachers to take you under their wing, educate you, talk to you about different topics of the world, of education, of history. Teachers now, they don't care. They honestly don't have the caring mind like back when we were going to school. It's about getting the kids in there, sitting them down, doing a lesson, out the door. And the reason why I know this because the kids today aren't learning like the kids of yesterday. I talked to a couple of kids and they barely can count money. So that goes to show you that the school system isn't doing a good job. They need to improve. So let's get back on the topic. Now, your child comes home. You say, how was your day? They say, oh, I had a horrible day. What do? Do you sit them down, you talk to them? You let them go up in the room? No. My thing is this. I recommend that you talk to them. Get deep into the subject. Why? Why did you have a bad day? What could have been done to make it better? Once you get done with that conversation, if that child is laughing and smiling and that means that you got through. You got through that brick wall that's standing up tall. And that's the key to it all. And, always have like a snack ready for your child. Something good, something delicious. You know, I mean, you don't have to go over the top, but have them something nice so that, because that will brighten up their day just as well because you were thinking of them. So there's a lot of things you could do to make your child's day brighter, even though they might have a bad day. You know, so always try to spend time with your child. Uh, every now and then have certain talks. You know, take them on a walk. Take them to the park. Actually, me and my wife went to a new park with my stepson and my stepdaughter, and they basically enjoyed it. They enjoyed it. They needed to get out the house. They needed to. They had somewhat of a bad day. But at the end, their day was pretty good. Sometimes that's what you need. You need to get out in the sun, and you need to enjoy life. So, now let's talk about adult depression. Some people deal with so many things in life that it's overwhelming. You've got bills, you've got debt, you've got situations, then you've got kids. You're worried about your older kids, their teenager kids. They're going through something. They might have a girlfriend they're going through. Your daughter might have a boyfriend she's going through something with. So there's so many different things that surround the circle. So the thing is, what do you do? All you can do is be there for them. Give them a kind word. Say, hey, you know what? Give your girlfriend a break this weekend. Stop by, we go out to dinner. We do something together, Quality time, Bring the kids over. Let's spend some time together. It's not always about money. It's about quality time. People go through a lot. That's just life. Now, everything is not medicated. You have a circle. And in that circle, you have 4 types of people in that circle. You have mental illness. You have depression. You have sadness. And you have fed up. Now, when I say fed up, you have women going through relationships with a sorry man that don't want to do nothing. And they're just fed up. They're fed up. What do? Sometimes you can't walk away from a relationship. Sometimes you have to rebuild. Sometimes you have to rebuild. You have to figure a way, how can I make this better? Most women don't want to give up because they've invested so much in this relationship. And the thing is that a relationship is an investment. And that's what a lot of people do not understand, that when you're in a relationship, it's a rock solid investment. You've invested the house, you've invested kids, you've invested the money, you've invested the time, you've invested the love, you've invested the sex, you invested everything. So what do? You can't just walk away from that. If the investment is strong, you need to reevaluate your investment, which is your relationship. Yeah. Sadness. Now, if you're sad all the time, first thing people do is say, oh, I'm going to run to the doctor and get some pills. No. Put something in your life that will make you happy. Not a pill. Not a psychiatrist. And in a week's time, in 1 to 2 weeks' time, see where you go with it. If you're still experiencing sadness, then I would say, maybe you need to go talk to a doctor. But sometimes sadness is a part of depression. And there's something or something that can be changed. It's not always about a doctor. Long time ago, when they didn't have doctors, you know what they did? They looked at the whole situation. What is making you sad? What is making you... Well, see, back then they didn't call it depression. They called it something else. But they had things to fix it. You know? It's like if you're sad one day. Let's say you're sad and you say, okay, well, I'm going to go to the mall and I'm going to buy this and buy me some new shoes and get a bite to eat. Once you've done all that and you're out with a couple friends, the sadness is gone. You didn't need no pills. You didn't need a doctor. You just needed to reevaluate your situation. Now, sometimes the situations can be unbearable. Sometimes you could be in a financial situation. Now, that's the worst type of depression because you think that there's nothing you can do. There's absolutely nothing that you can do. But there is. You sit down with your mate if you have one. Or if you don't, you sit down and think, say, hey, you know what? I got this problem. How do I get myself out of this? No problem is too big to bear. If you sit down and you think about it hard, you can come out of anything with God's help. And that's just it. Now, let's talk about people that do take medication. People that do take medication have to stay on that medication because their problems are so difficult that they have no choice but to take the medication. Sometimes it's inherited through the blood, and sometimes you're just stuck with it. But don't think that it's a bad thing because there's people with other illnesses, that they got to go through the same thing. The thing is, while you're on this medication, make sure you take it, number one. Number two, do things that you enjoy, that you love, that you like. Because that will make your life so much better and you'll be able to focus more. It's not just about going to the doctor, getting your medication. It's about enjoying your life. And once you do this, you say, you know what? That guy was right. This is what I need to do every day. Every day you need to do something happy. If you do a couple things that makes you happy, and not just make you happy, try new things. And that's what you want to do. There's a lot of people that suffer from mental illness. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. You can do it. I believe in you. And until next time, thank you.